Tell me again, though, about the conversations that you had with the Air Force guys.
Well, I asked them, can our planes go real fast and just stop? Or can they be going this way and just go like that? And they said to not even think about the plane doing it, that the G-force on our bodies would blow up. So we gave up the thought that that was Air Force planes, you know. But one night there was, oh gosh, we had about 60 people here, and there was a couple sitting on the bench, and this woman jumps up just screaming, "Do you see him? Do you see him?" They were so high up, if she hadn't pointed them out, I'd never seen them, and they were teeny tiny dots. There was one here, and they were moving really fast towards the north. Well, all of a sudden, the one in the front stops, and it waits for the one plane to catch up. When that one caught up, the two of them took off, and there was a streak of light across the sky when they took off. What was it? You know? I keep saying, what was it? If it's not somebody from another world, what the heck was it? It wasn't a shooting star, you know? It was a space junk. I mean, all this stuff goes through your head. I had some girls from Alamosa come one night, and they'd heard that you could communicate with them with a high-powered flashlight. So they show up, there were three of them, and they have this little old podunk light from home, and they bring it here. They're gonna communicate. And I said, okay. So off to the northeast, there were, it looked like 4 stars forming the corners of a rectangle, except the one in the lower right-hand corner was changing colors. So 2 of the girls get out with this flashlight, and they're flashing at that, and I'm kind of chuckling to myself, yeah, right, as if that's going to make any difference, right? But anyway, it didn't do anything. They turned to the 3rd girl and said, "Do you want to flash at it?" And she says, "Sure." She flashes at it, and whatever it was, it went berserk, and it went in a circle and across, and I mean, just went like that. And everybody's hooping and hollering. So the other 2 girls, they take the flashlight. They're going to flash at it again. So they flash at it. It does nothing. They gave it to the 3rd girl, and it did the exact same thing again. So the next night, I come over here to see if that's still there. And that corner of the rectangle was gone. So there was something there. So explain it to me. I'm open for ideas here, guys. I would like for somebody to explain to me what the devil it is we're seeing.
Tell me again how many sightings have been in this area. How many you've seen?
From just the tower, there's been 70. I've gotten to see 26 of the 70. And you know, at first, I'd see something, and then it would go through my mind, now there's an explanation for this. There's a logical explanation. But then after you see 5 or 6, no explanations, 7 or 8, you finally just say, okay, that's it. I'm not going to try to explain it anymore. I'll just take it for what it is, and we'll go on with our life, right? But this has been so mind-changing, belief-changing. I mean, everything that I was taught as a child, it doesn't make sense now. And there's more going on than what everybody knows. And I tell folks, have an open mind. Just have an open mind. What if we're here now? What if one lands right there? Are you going to freak? I'm not, you know. I want to communicate with them. But most people would freak, totally freak. Now, there was one that landed down here by Villa Grove a number of years ago, and I've had, I don't know, 8 or 10 different people in telling me they had seen it land. And I said, well, did you go look? Oh, my good God, no. We put the pedal to the metal and got out of there. We were scared to death. Why are they scared? They're watching too many horror movies. That's why they're scared, you know? And I'm not scared. I'm ready for it.
Do you think that the space that we're at right now has energy, a certain type of energy, San Luis Valley?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And see, the Native Americans, they considered the valley floor sacred. They would have their peace talks on the valley floor, but they would fight in the mountains. And over here by Crestone, they've got all these temples that have been built over there, religious temples, and there's the monks and the Buddhists, and if you go up there, it's really something to see the temples, and they let you in. But there is something special about this valley. And I haven't figured it out yet, but I like it.
So why should we come visit you when we're here?
To have an experience. I think to have an experience. Come here, let's sit down and chat. I'll show you pictures. But you know, I'm not here to convince anybody. That's not my job. But if we can expose more people, we can expose to this, then when the time comes and something actually does land, everybody will be prepared.
What's happened? Again, go over this. Some would say a mess, but what does it stand for?
We have two vortexes here, and vortexes are described as portals to a parallel universe or an opening, and they spin and they're full of energy. So what I have done is I have told people when they come here to leave something in the garden and get their energy here as well. So we got trinkets from all over the world out here that people have left. But that's what my mess is. Folks like it. We get a big kick out of just what the heck they pull out of their cars. I can't get over it, but it's a part of them, you know? And I know people look at me and say, what she'll pull out of her car.
All right, shameless self-plug. What do we have coming up here at the UFO Tower?
We've got UFO Conference, be the 27th and 28th of July. You can go on the website, www.ufowatchtower.com, and all the details of the conference are on there. And you know, it's kind of fun because we have these speakers come in. They each talk about a different aspect of the phenomena. And then at night, everybody gets out and they watch the skies. Every year we have had a sighting at the conference. But I think it's because we have so many people with the same kind of energy. You know, I think that attracts them. And and plus there's so many eyes looking up. There's something